It's your boy Draper J, aka Brother Baldhead, aka the Mustache Menace, aka Mr. Brown Sipper. And I'm back like Stephen A. Hairline. Here to hit you with another episode of Monday Night Mafia. I hope everyone getting through their day, no obstacles, no disruptions. Hope everybody had a very great, fruitful weekend, if I can get the word right. Um, yeah, if you caught me over the weekend, I was on live with my guys over there on Built in Buffalo. We had a round table discussion. Someone told me I look like 50 Cent. Is that true? Wish I had 50 Cent bankroll. But people in hell want ice water. So so now let's jump right into some of the recent things that have been going on as far as our Bills news and things of that nature. Now, first things first, let's get into the Micah Hyde extension. I think that was great because I think that was a great investment. Because like these things about to break down, these are some of the things I think he brings to the table. I mean, it was great because they extended the leader. Somebody who, when things are not, when somebody throws shade at the Bills or the Bills organization, he's always, if you think about it, he's always one of the few that speaks up. He's not gonna go out his way to say anything newsworthy, but if they ask him, he's gonna speak his mind. Let's go back to 2019 when they was asking him about, hey, well, 6-3, we haven't played anybody. What do you say to those people that say that? And his answer was, and the only answer I think was like the best you could come up with. I mean, we can't help who we line up and face. The schedule is our schedule, so we have to play these teams. Nobody would feel sorry for us if we went 3-6, and that was the truth. I mean, if we were 3-6 and still look like the old same old Bills, nobody would have cared. But he was one of the guys that spoke up. And then also they signed someone I think is on their best day, a Pro Bowl caliber player, and also somebody who on their worst day is either decent complementary piece between the two safety talent we have in Apoya and Hyde, and on their best day, Pro Bowl, worst day, complimentary, solid player. His worst days are some player off the practice squad best days if they ever get a chance to hit the field and they have a day just a decent solid game, no deep, nothing giving up deep, played solid, and I think what they paid for to me is the next thing: stability and availability. All right, now do you realize like in his 8 seasons he played, he's only missed 16 starts or games he participated in only 3 times. And the kicker part about that, those 3 games, he still amassed 15 games. He started in or played in. So now you're actually getting a guy who's available. The team loves him. He's kind of like a team leader. When he speaks, the guys in the room are gonna listen. And then also you just jump over the scheme fit. He's also a decent scheme fit for what we like to do. All right, now scheme fit wise, I think that you know how McDermott and Leslie Frazier, they like their versatile players as far as like either in every position, whether it be outside linebacker, strong safety, free safety, somebody's interchangeable. You never have to take guys off the field. And they can help in run support and they also help in the pass defense. So these last 2 seasons, Micah Hyde has what? 65 solo tackles. I mean 65 tackles average. Now this is average over the last 2 seasons now, excuse me. 65 tackles, 43 solos, and 22 assists. Those are just the last 2 seasons. And then within his 4 seasons he has been a Bill, he's able to step out there and get like 25 pass deflection and 9 interceptions. So tell me what y'all think. I believe this. I mean, you play for a guy who's a proven team leader, somebody who speaks, the team listens to him. They hang on to every word he says, and then like he's not afraid to speak his mind in the media to take up for the Bills. And I'm gonna play the clip in a minute if you haven't seen it just yet, where he talks about how he felt slighted by free agents that looked over the Bills, somebody and also somebody who fits the scheme. So that's a win-win-win. That's a guy that you do need around at least the next 3 seasons, just so I know he's not gonna be able to play forever. Just so, hey, if we can get a safety somewhere in the draft, these next 2 drafts or so, he can be groomed, and he's gonna come up in the process way. I guess it's our new motto. Y'all let me know if y'all like that, the process way. No, it sounds too much like the Patriot way. We might have to come up with something else. It might just be trust process. I see I got a comment over here. Let me see what's going on. My guy, A Rich, appreciate you for checking in. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Best safety tandem in the league. And I'm with you on that. Keep those 2 guys together. Don't go out there and say, hey, let him walk or just let this be his last season. You need someone that's gonna be steady. You need somebody that's gonna be in there that's gonna be a steady hand and somebody who fits the scheme. Like I said, on his best day, Pro Bowl type player. And let's not forget that he actually played special teams. Let's not forget 2017, he returned out kicks for us. Let's not forget like when Isaiah McKenzie, even though we tried to turn over to him, I think in 18, he wasn't, he had his fumbling issue. He had his issue with holding on to the ball. So they put Micah out there. He didn't return too many of them. He was just out there, just go out there, feel the kick, be steady hand on that. And he's on the hands team on special teams. Let's not forget about 2019, was it? Where he grabbed the ball, did the pirouette in the air, ran it all the way back. Now, that was an anomaly. Of course, you're not gonna always get those type of plays, but he's a smart player, wherewithal to know where he was at on the field. Hey, I can't score when I can, and it seemed like every time when we do the special team, he's always that guy who's always on the spot. He's gonna grab the ball and just do the smart thing with the ball. So, tell me what y'all think. I see I got a few viewers in here. Excuse me, let me get a water in me. Now, if you check me out over on Facebook, share like. Tell a friend to tell a friend that All About the Bills is in. If you're looking at me over on Facebook, you check me out over there. Hit that like button. Smash that notification bell. Subscribe if you haven't already done that already. If you haven't already done that already, make sure you subscribe so you stay up to date on all my All About the Bills content. Now, let's get into, if you haven't seen it, I have that clip right here to where he speaks on, let me get this down. Where he speaks on how he felt slighted in free agency. And by the way, I like the fact that there was an organic answer. I mean, it just came out of just in the moment. It was him going out the way to say this or trying to, get like a 30-minute clip or whatever. This, to me, this embodies somebody who you need in this organization. All right, let me play it for you.
Throughout the last couple of years, when I would talk to some free agent guys that I know that I'm close with, we'd have conversations and, they're going on visits. And I'd say, hey, man, come to Buffalo. And they're like, I'm cool. I'm going to go somewhere else. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, I bet you they're pretty pissed off they didn't take those visits to Buffalo because now they're probably sitting on a trash team or sitting on the couch somewhere else because they didn't come to Buffalo. So that's kind of my vent. As you can tell, I'm a little mad about, kind of being turned down a few times and guys kind of just throwing us under the rug. But at the end of the day, we're trying to win ball games, and if you don't want to be in Buffalo, don't come.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, you got me worked up. I'm over here
Sorry about
happy,
that.
and now you brought out the competitor in me. Dang. Yeah, man. It's just,
I like it.
There's a lot of it's just a lot of guys that think Buffalo is the old Buffalo, not winning and all that. It's disrespect because the city is an amazing city. The team, the organization is amazing, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Like if I'm able to finish my career in Buffalo, that's the ultimate plan.
All right, now there's somebody who I think embodies even some like us as Bills fans, that we always feel like we have a chip on our shoulder. People don't want to give us our respect. Hey, we're the same old Bills. Even like the Josh Allen second year, 2019, when we made it to the playoffs, he spoke on that. We didn't want, and then nobody want to just really take us serious. Or they thought, okay, y'all got 6 games here, 6-3. Y'all gonna tell off. And then even had some of the experts, a lot of experts out there saying that they're gonna probably end up 9-7, 7-9, probably still not making the playoffs. And then we had to show them. I want to, and I kind of want to know who are some of those guys that he that he reached out to that probably said, "Nah, I'm going to go over here." And I want to know what team did they end up on. So let's talk about this next thing. I think he is what he brings to the table. He's a fan favorite. It's things like that that make you feel like, okay, he wants to be here. I always speaking on, let's finish what we started here in 2017. That whole quarter came in like with that draft class. You had Deion Dawkins, you had Trey White, then you had Poyer and Hyde that came in that same year. Then next year we just build on the next draft. It's like the whole team, they love playing for each other, with each other, however you want to say it. But it's like that embodies how we feel as a fan base. I always feeling slighted. I always felt looked over. They rather give props when the Patriots had Tom Brady. Everybody will give props to the Patriots, and like say, when I have my conversation, people would dog us. We just the Bills. We just going through the drought. We're not that good, but they give all the props to the Patriots. But he's someone who's already spoken on how he loves the city, the fan base, how like I always say, he spoke on the recruitment trail, trying to get guys to come here. And I think to me, this is my assumption. If we win a Super Bowl within these next 1 or 2 seasons, like I think we should, I think Micah Hyde should be Wall of Fame worthy. What do y'all think? Tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me, am I close? Am I talking outside of my neck? Am I doing too much? Whatever. I mean, let me know. You can disagree with me. That's why I started this channel. So disagreements create healthy dialogue. Maybe I can persuade you in my way. Maybe you can persuade me in your way of thinking. Tell me what you think. Now, this next topic on the Micah Hyde situation is you got Micah Hyde's 2021 season expectation. This is my thing. This is what I think we're gonna get out of Micah Hyde. I think he's gonna get 90 tackles, 50 solos, 40 assists, 9 pass deflections, 7 interceptions. What are some of y'all what are some of y'all season expectations for Micah Hyde? And I know, please don't, my serious Bill fans don't all at me at once, don't all come jumping at me, jumping down my throat or whatnot. But this is just something for fun, interaction. What are some of y'all season expectations for Micah Hyde? Y'all hit me up in the comment section. Like I said, if you check me out over on Facebook, hit that share as many times you can. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The hashtag AATB is in. Let's make this thing trend now. If you check me out on my All About the Biz YouTube channel. Go make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. People's elbow that like button. Smash that notification bell so you stay up to date on All About the Biz content. All right, let me see. I got me another comment in here. Let me see what's going on. My guy, hey Rich, what do we have to get better? Well, what do we have to get better position wise, better than defend the tight end position? Let me see. What do we have to get better position wise? Of course, to me, I think defensive end, because I mean, the way sometimes it seems like that Leslie Frazier likes to defend teams that have quarterbacks. Let's say even like the Chiefs game. He seems like drop everybody back. You need somebody on the defensive line that's gonna go after the quarterback. That's gonna be a dog. You need somebody who's gonna garner a double team. If we get Star back, and I know some people may think Star is overrated, but now you got Ed Oliver playing Star role, and now Ed Oliver's not able to get to the quarterback. We need Star. We need a space eater to see what we have out of Ed Oliver. And also, we need somebody who's gonna garner a double team or somebody you got to look out for. And me, myself, personally, I don't care where we get it from. Hopefully, free agency at the right price, because I'm hearing that this should be like the nuclear winter as far as free agency. A lot of teams are going to be out there. A lot of players are going to be out there probably taking 1 year cheap deals, maybe super team up, see if they can win the championship, then go break the bank the next season. But like you said, we need to defend that tight end belt. I mean, I think we need somebody that's athletic. Somebody outside linebacker. If we do not keep Matt Milano, I mean, even if we do keep Matt Milano, for what reason, we still need to maybe draft somebody, or just draft pieces that can complement somebody else. Because I mean, Matt's gonna have to come out the field sometime. And we, like I said, Matt, to me, he's supposed to be the better of the rush. I mean, not the rush. I think it's a rushing outside linebacker. He's supposed to be one of the better of the coverage linebackers. He's shown that in the past, but when he come up against somebody elite like a Travis Kelce or even a Zach Ertz, now I talk about him later on in the show. Somebody like that who's actually talented at the tight end position, he gets exposed. And then we don't give up much on the deep side too much now. It's what we get eaten up at. It's like underneath, then we start coming up. Then the big plays come up. So I think it's one of the places where I think we need to kind of upgrade also. Let's check out a little more of these comments. Got a few comments rolling in. Appreciate y'all for checking in. You close. If we win, it's definitely possible. Oh yeah, most definitely. I know you're probably speaking on my guy Hyde. Yeah, I mean, if we win that Super Bowl in the next 2 years or so, I think he can be a Wall of Fame worthy. I mean, I think he can be kind of up there like with the Kyle Williams because he came here when we what was 16. We went what's it 8-8 with Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan didn't even finish out the season. We had to go with can't even think of the guy who just was fired as the coach for the Chargers. We had him. Somebody let me know in the comment section. His name escapes me. But we had him as our office. He was our offensive coordinator. He became the coach. So then that next year we got McDermott, and that's when he brought in Hyde, Poyer, and all these guys there. So to me, I always had that place in my heart for guys who come here before it gets started and helps build something. So I know I'm not the only Bill fan who feels that way. My guy, A. Rich, appreciate you. 7 interceptions will be a big boy season. He has 9 in 4 years. Oh yeah, most definitely. I think this is gonna be a year. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm swinging for the fence. I think this is gonna be the year that he actually steps up. Because now he's set, doesn't have to worry about contract issues. He can just go out there and ball out. Not that saying that was like his words in the first place, but now he can, you know what? Hey, I'm here in Buffalo. They want me here. The fans want me here. Love the city, love the organization. They got a chip on their shoulder just like I was in Green Bay. They told me you can go ahead and walk and test your ace. He even spoke on that in his interview when he signed his contract. In that clip, that was just a clip of what I showed you, but it was a big, of course, it was a big interview. He spoke on that as well. So somebody who feels slighted, who's already here, I think he's gonna ball out. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section about that Hyde signing. Tell me what y'all think. Anything I've already spoke on. My guy Lee, appreciate you for checking in. With Star coming back, defensive line should be a lot better. I think so too. I think I overlooked Star myself. I think I overlooked him because his numbers, what he did, don't really just jump all the way off the page. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot for the team, like frees up other guys. You know what I'm saying? He frees up other people that can get to the quarterback. That's why I think Ed Oliver needs that space either next to him because he's playing out of position. I didn't want to give him a pass this year, but I had to give him a pass. We got to get Star back. Hopefully, Star comes on back. He's in shape. He doesn't have to gain weight, doesn't have to lose in the weight. I know I trust these guys are very professional in how they take care of their bodies in the off season. So it was just another regiment, you know what I'm saying, another off season. Basically, he just had to start earlier. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trusting that Star will come back, ready. He may not be in football shape, but he'll probably be in shape enough like to his playing weight. All right, now let me check out these comments one more again. I seen a few coming in. My guy, appreciate you for checking in. Andrew Bronxtail, like that last name. But he says linebacker and DN. How long can you possibly hold coverage? Yeah, I'm with you on that. If I'm following what you're saying, that you need somebody. You need like you just really like what I was saying earlier. That you need somebody on the defensive line. Yeah, and like say we need linebackers just in case. Like say not all of them have to be coverage. I mean, just blitzing the quarterback. We don't need to keep running those plays where we have Trey blitzing out the edge. We ran that same play that we ran against the Denver Broncos. Trey got there, stripped the ball. But, when teams do their research, we ran that same play against the Chiefs. He didn't get home. And Pat Mahomes standing back there just patting the ball, having fun, and just picking us apart. All right, now, but let me move along. Once again, I appreciate everybody for checking in on me. You know what I'm saying? This is Monday Night Mafia, all about the Bills. My name is Draper J, a.k.a. Brother Ballhead, Mustache Menace, Mr. Brown Simple, whatever you like to call me. Like I said, somebody called me 50 Cent this weekend. Wish I could see some of that 50 Cent bankroll. All right, now, let me jump over to, I know a lot of you probably been checking it out. This guy, Richie Ingcognito. The snowman reached out to him. What's really good? If you snow, you snow. Now, of course, they were teammates way back when the snowman first his rookie season. Kind of looked up to him like a big brother. All right, now, if I looked up how old he was, Richie Incognito. I'm not against us bringing back Richie Incognito. I'm not against us bringing him back. But this is what I seen like out of the last few seasons out of him when I looked up his like the last 3 or 4 seasons. So, all right, he missed 2018, played 2019, and 2020 only played 2 games. Now, by him being 37, I was thinking maybe you can, if he wants to play, if he doesn't decide to retire, because I mean, as linemen, they get it the worst. A lot of linemen they probably on canes as they get older because they have to they body go through so much physical change, and they have to they're down there they're actually wrestling with guys every play. For some, they every play they have to pass block, run block, and it takes a toll on your body. For him to play this long is remarkable. So I think if he wants to play, I think we can offer him. I'm comfortable with maybe 1 to 2 year, 4 maybe 6 mil. I think that's kind of the range. I think if we want Feliciano back, that's the number that we would be comfortable with getting him. But Feliciano is much younger, 29 years old. And over on Spot Track, they have him at 8.3 million. I don't think we're gonna get Feliciano. I think just let him test the market. Let him see what's out there. Right? Let Feliciano see what's going on out there in that market. So I feel more comfortable with us bringing in a guy like Richie Incognito, letting him be like maybe play that right guard, left guard, somebody in plug and play, bring in Cody Ford. Let's see what we have with him. This is a year that we need to see what we have in Cody Ford. And maybe even still in the offseason, let's draft or even sign a free agent. Let's do, because Bean is good at bargain hunting. He's going to find guys that will maybe form first rounds that didn't pan out, give them a minimal amount. Okay, I'm going to give you 1 year, 2 year prove it deal. Let's see what you can do. It's going to be a competition between, like I said, if we can get Incognito back, between Incognito and between like whoever we draft or maybe grab a free agency and Cody Ford. Let's see if he can play. Let's see if he can play guard. Because I think we need to get Darrell Williams back ASAP. At first, I didn't see I didn't like Darrell Williams. I mean, I knew he played good, but then I kind of checked it out on like the highlights, and he actually played solid. So I think we have our 2 tackles, left and right. Snowman, you got Darrell Williams and Mitch Morris. I seen someone that Mitch Morris may be a cap casualty. I hope not. I'd rather restructure. If I can get my words together today, y'all be patient with me. If we restructure his contract, you know what I'm saying, so we can set some of that money back, restructure a couple other guys, and we know it's maybe a few fan favorites like maybe John Brown may be gone. Vernon Butler, he wasn't a fan favorite, but you get the drill. Quentin Jefferson, guys who didn't give us nothing, those 2 there. We paid all that money, didn't give us much. We can get out of that and won't have to give much back. But I won't be opposed to us maybe Mario asking, let's restructure. Give him one more year, put a little bit more of that money on the back end, and give us a little breathing room so we can go out there and actually be active and not just sit back. You never know. You never know who may be a cap casualty on another team. Just seen Carlos Dunlap drop out there today. I don't know what he may want. I haven't checked his numbers out on Spot Track, what his market value may be. Hey, but let's make sure we jump out there and we're active in free agency. We can get somebody. Now, Brandon Beane said that we're not going to be that active in free agency or, well, the Stephon Diggs type contract. Splash free agency move. I understand that, but at the same time, Beane is good at playing poker. We all know that. All GMs are good at playing poker. But if somebody picks up the phone and calls them and say, hey, we got XYZ player, we got George Kittle. We got George Kittle over here, hey, what will you give us for him? Okay, I give you this, this, and this. So you don't think he'll take that? I'm just saying. Y'all hit me up in the comment section. Once again, this is all about the Bills Monday Night Mafia. I appreciate everyone for checking in. If you're checking me out on Facebook, hit that share button. Share, like. Make sure to tell a friend that all about the Bills is in. If you're looking at me over on Facebook, make sure you hit that subscribe button first and foremost. You hit that like button and you people's elbow that notification bell so you stay up to date on all things all about the Bills. Now, let me move over to my next subject before we get out of here. And I'll take a few comments before we get out. I appreciate everybody for checking in once again. All right, now, Zach Ertz and ojhoward. Now, I'm quite sure everyone saw this. The Philadelphia Eagles could trade tight end Zach Ertz in the coming days after fielding interest from a number of teams. Sources told NFL Networks, Michael Silver. More to come. Now, what I would like to happen, I would like for Brandon Beane to grab that phone and say, you know what? Let's see what y'all talking about. Let's make sure let's put together a deal. I mean, because Dawson Knox is not through with him. He's a very talented young cat. But I think he would be better complementary to somebody who's actually a stud at tight end. Let's give Josh an actual tight end. Give him a good tight end. Mix him in there with Cole Beasley. The middle, the short to intermediate of the field is that's their game. You got two options in that part of the field. Then who knows? Maybe like on the outside, we'll bring up Kenny Stills, maybe draft somebody, or who knows comes out there available free agent. I've heard like rumblings that that it might be Odell Beckham and a fifth for John Brown. That's not a solid source though, so we don't know. But Odell Beckham for a fifth and John Brown, hey, John Smoke, I like you, man, but you're out of here. Those two with Stephon Diggs. But we'll just hold on there, put a pin in that till we find some more concrete. That's a dream for right now. But if you put a Zach Ertz with somebody like Cole Beasley, short intermediate game is going. That's the game. That's their game plan all day long. You give Josh a proven dump off guy with Zach Ertz who can go up the seam. Put him with Cole Beasley, who's middle of the field technician. When he's in trouble, him and Beasley already got a play set up. Hey, you just go here. I roll out this way, you roll with me. Then you got Stephon Diggs on the outside. Say it was Kenny Stills to actually pick up the playbook and be the Kenny Stills that we've seen flashes of for a solid season. And maybe, we will have a potent offense or maybe a draft pick. But now, let me get into some, let me throw them through my notes. Let me get into Zach Ertz. He's 30 years old. Over on Spot Track, his market value is 9.3. Now, if he's traded to any team, there'll be a 1 year 8.25. But I see if we did trade for him, whatever it may cost, whatever we did to get, if we were to inquire and get him in here, I think they would do something like they'll trade, sign him, they'll move some money around, maybe some money that they freed up to keep him here at least about 2 more years. At least we get somebody here for 2 more years. I think by that time, he'll be 32. Josh will be very more developed in his quarterbacking skills, and then he pretty much would be the one making everyone else better instead of just surrounding him with better weapons. If you can follow what I'm saying, because certain quarterbacks like progression, they need better weapons around them to make them great. Then they build their confidence up. Maybe those weapons leave, go other places, retire, and then now he's the guy making his receivers look better because now he's got a grasp on the offense. He's been in the league. He's seen all the defenses he can see in this amount of time. Say if we do get him here in the next 2-3 years, then say Ertz or whoever retires or whatever the case may be. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know. Chop it up with me about the thought of Zach Ertz getting here. But let's get into some of his career stats. Since 2016, he's averaged over 800 yards, 70 catches, and if I'm not mistaken, I think 3 out of those years or so, or 2 out of those years, so he's averaged over 4 touchdowns. 2 of those years. You got somebody who's very good in the passing game. He's a very steady and solid hand at the tight end position. You don't have to worry about him. I mean, like Dawson Knox. Dawson will catch the ball about 4 or 5 people around him. And then the next one, when he's wide open, you think he should catch the ball, he'll drop it. Those are just concentration issues. Those are some that can get worked out. I mean, but we're going into this 3rd year with Dawson. It's going to have to be worked out sooner than later. Now, if he doesn't get that under control this year, I think 4th year is pretty much a wrap, unless he just has a Pro Bowl type season. And then, like I say, immediate upgrade to tight end. And then he's somebody that's unselfish to me because he's already shared tight end snaps with the 2 tight end sets. And that's why I say he would be good as a compliment, like Dawson Knox would compliment him well, because he's already shared the field with 2 tight end sets, like with Dallas Goedert. There was just these past few seasons. Then let's not forget with him and Brent Selleck. Him and Brent Selleck was a decent 1-2 combination for that offense. Then he became that number 1 tight end. He showed that he can carry the load. Now, if you put Dawson Knox with a Zach Ertz, I think Dawson Knox can learn a lot from Ertz, of course. But now all the pressure is not on Dawson Knox to make all the plays as far as like being a tight end. He's a good blocker, so he can be on the field, and he's capable of catching the ball. And I think if you put somebody with him to take some of the pressure off of, I mean, if you put somebody like Zach Ertz with Dawson Knox, if you put somebody like those 2 together, Dawson Knox probably wouldn't drop as many passes. I think, because now he doesn't have to worry about it's all falling on him. You know what I'm saying? He's a young guy. He's coming from an offense with AJ Brown and DK Metcalf when he was at Ole Miss. He was like maybe the 3rd or 4th option. He hasn't caught a touchdown until his first year in the NFL. 4 years of college, he didn't catch a touchdown. So he's raw talent. That fits Bain's scheme. He likes those raw talented guys that takes a minute, but can possibly play right away. Now, with those numbers I threw at you from Zach Ertz. Well, hold on. Let me catch some of these comments right quick. Let me not be rude and catch some of these comments. My guy, I'm Mike. What up with you? Appreciate you checking in. Give me either one. I'm with you. I'd rather have Ertz first, but ojhoward maybe as a insurance policy, only because he's young and maybe possibly can still, can play a little bit, but he has his injury issues. Can he stay healthy? That's one of my biggest worries with him. One Brandon Brooks. Yeah, all right, Mike. Let me know who he plays for, so I can check him out. Appreciate that. Appreciate you throwing that name out there, Brandon Brooks. Maybe a tight end prospect I might need to check out. Now, let's look at Dawson Knox numbers compared to Zach Ertz. This is what he brings us to the table just being a starting tight end. 2019, he had 28 receptions, 388 yards, 2 touchdowns. That was pretty decent for a rookie. But then this last year, this past last year, or whatever, 2020, he had 24 catches, 288, 3 touchdowns. At times, it seemed like he reverted back to being a rookie, or maybe that was just that rawness. Maybe with Dawson, we're just gonna have to be a little bit more patient. I think that's what we may have to end up doing. But put Zach Ertz, those numbers I spouted off to you earlier, with that is just extra. Now he doesn't have to worry about it. Now he may be wide open. Then you got guys like Gabe Davis who are the fourth option, maybe might even move to the third option or so if John Brown does leave, or we do just cut bait on John Brown. Now between those two, they should see single coverage. And our offense should be a little bit easier to navigate for Josh. Now, let me jump over to ojhoward. Yeah, ojhoward. All right, let me get this down. All right, ojhoward. He's 26 years old. Got him slated at $6 million a year over on Spot Track. Now, I think this would be like, to me, an insurance policy. We couldn't get Zach Ertz if they are seriously trying to deal ojhoward. He still has a lot of upside. He's still very young. He kind of falls in that category of what Bean likes. Those guys who supposed to have all the talent in the world, never lived up to it. Okay, come over here. We're gonna give you a nice little contract. Maybe prove it to us a year or so. So that might be where Brandon Bean may look. You know what I'm saying? Then he kind of has a firsthand look at OJ from his years for when he probably was over there in the NFC South. Maybe was scouting for Carolina before he came over here in 2017 or so. So he may kind of have tape on OJ, and then let's see if we can get him in here. Now, last season he didn't play all of. Because his injury concern. That's the one thing I think I kind of have worries with or issues with. Can he stay healthy? Now, he had 11 catches, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns, played or participated in 4 games, started 1. But his career high, he had let me make sure he was since 2017. I got it wrote down here. 2017, he had 26 receptions, 430 yards. In 2 of those seasons, he had over 5 touchdowns since 2017. Now, and then still going along those seasons, he was in and out the lineup due to injuries. So if we can't get a Zach Ertz, I wouldn't be hurt if we went after ojhoward. And I don't know. Is he still on his? He can be. Is he still on his rookie deal? I think they're still on his rookie deal. So it can't hurt to bring somebody like ojhoward in as a consolation prize. If he can stay healthy a whole year, let's see what he can bring. We had one of the top-notch facilities in the league as far as making sure diagnosing injuries when players can come back, not rushing them and things of that nature. And 2019, 2020, we didn't really have guys getting injured that much. We pretty much went into the playoffs last 2 seasons with not that many injuries. Of course, you're gonna have 1 or 2, but we didn't have many lingering injuries or guys who were out just the whole season, other than Harrison Phillips in 2019. So maybe we can get somebody like that in here, get him with our training staff, and maybe let's just see what happens. And then here we go with the last resort, very, very last resort. Kyle Rudolph, 31 years old. I think, and I'm looking at it right, it said $9 million or so as far as on Spot Track. Maybe the fact that they lost. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to make this. I'm trying to find a way to make it correct. Maybe kind of think if we did get Kyle Rudolph, I want somebody that's really consistent or or at least solid in the pass game as far as the tight end. I don't want nobody who kind of flashes a game or two, because the last few years, Kyle Rudolph really hasn't been that dude like he normally was. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know if y'all think what y'all think about Kyle Rudolph. Yeah, what y'all think about ojhoward or Zach Ertz possibly being the Buffalo Bill. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up in the comment section. That's why I started this. Create dialogue, open dialogue. You know, we're not gonna always agree. We can agree to disagree, but we're gonna do both respectfully. You know what I'm talking about? I got a comment over here. Okay, look at my guy checking in. Right guard for Philly. Looking to trade. Okay. Brandon Brooks. I want to have a check. How much is he on Spot Track? Yeah, check him out on Spot Track. There might be a possibility. There might be some for future shows I might speak on. I appreciate my guy, Rich, Anthony Lynn. That's what I was trying to allude to earlier. Appreciate that. I'm getting old in my age. My mind is not like how it used to be. All right. See if I can get a few more comments in here before I get out of here. But that seems to be the show for the moment. Appreciate everyone for checking in this week. This is all about the Bills Monday Night Mafia. If you dig the content, if you like what I'm doing over here, don't be afraid to look me up over on aatb.buzzsprout.com. It has a link to all my social media sites, all my social media platforms. It also has a link to the YouTube channel as well. Make sure if you're watching this right now, if you're not watching already on YouTube, shoot over to the YouTube channel, All About the Bills. Subscribe, hit that like button, and people's elbow that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my content. Appreciate everybody on Facebook for checking me out. As far as like all about the aatb.buzzsprout.com goes, it has podcast interface right there. You can check it out, and it has a link to all my every podcast platform I'm part of or your music provider. I'm on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. Only one I'm not on is currently right now is Apple Podcasts. I'll be trying to work on make sure I get on there soon. And my social media platforms, if you're just a social media person, you know that's your thing. I have it right here. You can get at me on my personal page, Draper Jackson, over on Facebook. All About the Bills Facebook page. If you want to join, hit me up, and I grant you access to all things All About the Bills. You can check me out over on Twitter at Draper Jackson 1, and Instagram also All About the B _. Once again, Draper J. I appreciate everyone for checking in. This is All About the Bills. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hashtag AATB is in. Let's make this thing trend. I'm out of here. Go Bills.